And thanks for joining us again, Crane and the Cowboy, or this morning we're the Blues Brothers, I guess.
Yeah.
Hey, it's December 8th, 1 month since this election that kind of turned the world on its axis, I guess, or spun it a little bit. Donald Trump, Patrick, he's reaching out to foreign leaders, or they're reaching out to him, and he is not making the left very happy with his cabinet choices.
No, because he's actually picking people of accomplishment. Somebody who's actually done something in this world besides hung out at federal bureaucracies or sat on the Hill in Congress. So I think it's a great bunch of picks. I mean, he's putting Andy Puzder, who's the head of Carl's Jr., at the Labor Department. He's a business guy. He knows about labor.
Yeah.
He's not some guy from a think tank.
Might have to wait on that minimum wage with Carl. Huh?
Yeah, they might have to wait on that. We might have more kiosks coming. I don't know, but... he's putting some generals in place. So what? They were generals. As we were talking earlier, a general has a lot more training than just military training. You get that senior level. So they're great picks. These are people of accomplishment. I'd rather have people that actually know how things are done rather than a bunch of people who are talkers.
It seems that Donald Trump has really throttled back his rhetoric on a number of issues, including immigration, and some of the most ardent supporters are a little disappointed.
Well, I think everybody should just be patient. And I think he's doing this because he's keeping people guessing. He's not going to, most politicians, they say something and then they spend an hour and a half defending what they said. He's putting out feelers. He meets with Leonardo DiCaprio and Al Gore. Then what's he do?
That was my next question.
Yeah, but then he puts in the AG of Oklahoma, who's leading the fight against EPA regulations. Right. So just as they're walking out, here Pruitt's walking in. So he's keeping people on their toes. They don't know what's going to happen. And
it's
that's
almost like keep your friends close and your enemies closer.
Sure. He wants to know what they think. Mm-hmm. Now, so big deal. I think everybody who's a supporter, look, if you trusted the guy when you voted for him, you got to trust him right now. On immigration, he's going to do what he has to do, whether it's a wall in some places. And even the Border Patrol guys say, yeah, here a wall, here electronics, here another way of surveillance. It's the same thing. And so that's the beauty of Donald Trump is he's keeping everybody guessing. I love it.
Well, what's interesting to me is he actually brings in Al. I don't know if Leonardo DiCaprio came to Trump Tower, but I did see Al Gore there.
Yeah, he did. Yes.
Okay. Why not just make a phone call? Is this really kind of a statement, a photo op, in a sense? Why not just get Al on the floor?
See that? That's the presidential ring. Pucker up, boy.
Could be. And then Mitt Romney. A little bit the same thing. He's kind of maybe trying to assuage the general Republican Party, or he's leading Romney down a funky path.
I think it's a little bit of he wanted to make nice. Mm-hmm. I think the other part is Romney can be very useful at some point. I would never put Romney heading a department because that's not what he is. I would keep Romney for special tasks. You almost got to minister without portfolio. So that
kind of a troubleshooter.
Yeah, say, hey, we got a problem over here, go fix it. And that's what he does. That's his specialty.
Envoy,
sure. I mean, so I think Romney's going to be held in abeyance until there's an issue that, hey, Mitt, you're really passionate about this. I need you to help drive the thing home. Terrific.
Where do you see Rudy Giuliani ending up? He's a good friend of Donald Trump, worked hard for him in the campaign.
I kind of think he's going to be on the out. I just think that there's too many jobs that he's wanted that are gone now. The only one that's left is Secretary of State, and I just don't think he's going to get that job. So I think he might be on the outs, but he'll still, be pushing the agenda from the outside, and maybe that's his usefulness.
A couple other names of folks who were with Donald Trump all along the way who may be left in the starting gate. One of them, of course, would be Governor Chris Christie, and the other, Mike Huckabee.
Yeah, and same thing. Where do you put Huckabee? Huckabee's kind of outspoken. He might be better off on the outside. Maybe he's a part of a political operation coming forward. Chris Christie, he's carrying more luggage than Air Force One, so I don't know where you really put a guy like that. He really hurt himself. I think he hurt himself in that whole tunnel thing.
Oh, sure.
Because that all trickled down to everything else. Without that, he might have been an AG.
And I guess jailing Jared Kushner, the son-in-law's father, didn't help much either.
Probably didn't help him a lot to send Jared Kushner's father to jail, but there's really not a place you can see him. And quite frankly, if you look at Trump, he's going with all these people. None of them were on the campaign. A lot of them weren't.
No.
So now they support him maybe in the background or whatever. What I'm noticing is the CEOs, oh God, Donald Trump's a disaster. You got the head of U.S. Steel today saying, we might, the steel industry, he wasn't talking about just U.S. Steel, we might be hiring 10,000 guys back. Why? Because Trump's going to get rid of regulation and he's going to cut corporate taxes. So all of a sudden they're realizing that they got a friend who's going to say, I know your problems. Don't worry, we're going to take care of that. Carrier, the same thing. And this nonsense that, well, the president shouldn't call a CEO. Why? Barack Obama, a community organizer, calls a guy who's the head of a billions of dollars corporation. What's he going to say? Could you make sure that everybody's organized? It's all BS. So I think he's doing the thing, and the business should be happy.
Well, and if you go down that path and you're on the other side of the aisle, the Democratic side, it's kind of hard to argue with incentives that bring jobs.
But they will. They're arguing now for the sake of arguing, and they forgot the cowboy wisdom of never miss a good chance to just shut up. They should shut up and hold their powder for a while. All they're doing is they're just vomiting all over the body politic. Blah, they have to say something every day instead of back up.
Right.
Sometimes saying nothing is better than blabbing your mouth off.
And when you bring Al Gore and Leonardo DiCaprio to Trump Tower, that kind of silences the critics too, because they don't know what you're doing.
That's exactly right.
All right, up next, we're going to talk about this dichotomy of Trump winning the electoral vote, Hillary Clinton winning the popular vote, and what the liberals are saying about it. That's coming up next.